Alright, time for a Camaro update. I'm in a junkyard. And I'm looking at this Trans Am. I think it's an 87. This is the car I got the GTA wheels off of that I traded for that Camaro. I got those wheels for $80. I got GTA wheels for $80 out of this place. $20 a rim. So, being that it's a Trans Am, you would assume, I would assume, that it would have a posi in it, because that's what I'm on the market for. But the only problem is I can't tell if it's a posi or not because it's sitting on this rim and I can't spin anything and the car's in park. And so I'm here for a few things. I got a whole parts list. I need speaker brackets, exhaust manifolds, shit like that. And but one of the things I need for that car is a posi, because being an open leg, that thing's just going to spin the tire and go nowhere with that 350 in it. So hopefully that's a posi. Now we go over here, we got an 86 Camaro. I wanted to grab a console out of. That's gone. They got this one's got tilt wheel, electric windows, cruise control. It's optioned out all right. And I think it's obviously an insurance write-off, because when the car came in here it was in one piece and it was nice, but it was smashed in the passenger side. So I think somebody didn't have good insurance and Geico said get fucked. And we also got fucking Fast L Furious, oh man, over here.
It's cold. I hate winter. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, he won't drive his car in the wintertime because he refuses to hook the heater core up.
No, because road salt sucks.
What road salt's on the road right now?
It's there.
It's not there.
It's there.
There's no road salt out right now. It rained.
Leave me alone.
It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But he's got no heat in his car, so he won't drive it. Everybody down in the comments section, tell Austin he needs to put a heater core in his car.
Or tell everyone in the comment section she's safe away from harm's way. In my garage.
Harm's way.
On the road. There's nothing wrong with me having
Zach,
a beer and staring at
how much road salt's on the road right now?
None.
Thank you. Everybody point and laugh at Austin. Ha ha.
It looks pretty cool going in a trailer though.
for 8 miles.
8 miles? My Rob's gonna be a little farther. Yeah, so, like 15 miles.
There's a bunch of junk in here, and oh look, here's another shitty 3rd gen. Those of you that haven't ever seen it, my black 84 Camaro, I know none of you have seen it because I don't film that part of the car, but it's got some severe, not severe, but it's got some pretty extensive rot right here on the with a rocker panel in this area, but back here. So you can only imagine why this car doesn't have that piece in it anymore. When we cut this out with a Sawzall, I was hoping it would be a T-top car because I wanted to see this thing buckle in half. It was on the ground when we cut it out. It wasn't up on blocks like it is now. There's Dad's wagon, except for that's an 87. His is a 90. Dad robbed a bunch of shit off of this a long time ago. We got the header panel off of here, which is brand new. And yeah, so there's that. Look at the wood grain on this thing, man. It's like, it was a nice car when it came in. So, oh, and then you got this Cadillac here. Limousine. Check this baby out. This thing's ugly. Got the little mini jump seats in it. It's got the partition. The ugly Cadillac dash. And check this out. Oh, somebody took it. What? Hopefully it's on the driver's side then. No, somebody took both emblems. It used to say 864 Cadillac, but if you look under the hood, what's that look like? That's a looks like a golden Rocket 350. Looks like somebody got tired of that Cadillac garbage and jammed an old 350 in there. Which everybody talks shit on the Cadillac 864 engines because they ran like dog shit out of the factory, but my dad worked on those cars when they were new. He goes on, you may have seen the video, he talks about how bad the 4100 engine was, because that was a shitbox motor, but the 864 wasn't that bad of an engine. According to him, he says that the dealers would just unplug the little coils or whatever they were on top of the valve covers that controlled the cylinder deactivation. And once he did that, the car ran normal and drove fine. I mean, yeah, it was dog shit slow, but they weren't unreliable engines. So, All right, I'm gonna go shopping for a minute and I'll pick the camera back up in a minute. All right, so if you guys know what I was talking about with shopping for exhaust manifolds for that Camaro, I'm trying to run the exhaust straight off a manifold and up through the hood, like a derby car per se. So I was talking about getting some front wheel drive manifolds off this Riviera in the junkyard, and I'm glad the car is still here. We have an 84 Riviera that's been off the road since 95, and it's got 99,000 miles on it. But before I give you a whole fucking, before I try and sell you the car, the reason I need these manifolds off an 84 and back riv, like a 79 to 84, is because the old 307, they made two versions. This has the 5A heads, the early heads, which still have big ports like a 350 or a 403 or anything else. Starting in 85, they necked the ports down really small and they had to make manifolds accordingly. I could not use an 85 and up manifold. Now, like I said, I needed the front wheel drives because if you look how this manifold is, how it necks out, you can see it necks out. It doesn't go back and down like a rear wheel drive manifold. So these should allow me to do what I need to do if I turn them around by putting the driver's side manifold on that side and that one over here. And that should allow me to do what I need to do. The only concern I have is that I hope that I have enough room with this collector here being up front. I hope that I'll have enough room to run my power steering, because I really don't feel like building that car to drive it with manual steering. That's just that sucks ass. So all right, this one's accessibly easy to get to. I have no idea how hard this one's gonna be, and I have a feeling it's gonna be a deal of fun to get to. Oof, major oof. So I hope I don't have to cut the whole car apart just to get to a manifold, because I don't have that much time. Okay, so I really couldn't film anymore at the junkyard because of we basically got kicked out at the end. Blatantly ignored the last call siren and blatantly ignored the last call siren again, and they came flying down in a Subaru wagon through all the dirt, and the stones came flying through to find my dad that was still picking shit off of that riv. All I managed to get that day was speaker brackets for the back of that Camaro, because the car's so cheap. Somebody ordered the car without rear speakers from the factory, so it had no brackets or anything back there. And like I said, what good is a car without a radio? So I also made off with the manifold. I did not get the passenger side manifold that looked so hard to get because it won't work anyway. The angle didn't pitch out the same. So there's your 84 307 front wheel drive manifold, and here is your 69 455 Tornado front wheel drive manifold, and it should be all right. I mean, that hole is a little bit bigger than that hole by almost a lot, but like, you know. So I don't even know if I'm going to use these yet or not. Like I said, I had to gather all these manifolds to see which works the best, whether it be the factory type like that, this funky one off the 65 to 70 full size, or front wheel drive manifolds. But I'm confident that with enough manifolds, trying them trial and error, putting them all together to see which one works the best, a blowtorch and a sledgehammer for strut towers, I'm confident we can make something work out of all this garbage. So there you have it. There's a junkyard video of rounding up parts for the car. Oh, and get this, that white Trans Am that we wanted to check to see if it had a posi, my dad pulled the sticker out of the console with all the RPO codes, and we had Riley look that shit up. And get this, it's an 89 Trans Am, and it says on the sticker, WS6.
WS6 and WS4.
And WS4 Trans Am. Now, wouldn't you think that would...
With all the rally wheels and shit.
With the fucking GTA wheels, with the massive sway bars. Now, wouldn't you think it'd be standard equipment to come with a posi? No. And not only that, it's an open rear, but it's a 273. Who does that? Come on, the car's got an overdrive. It's got a smogged out 350 with an overdrive. You really need 273s in the back of that thing? That thing probably turns 1,200 RPMs at 95 miles an hour. I mean, not really, but you get the point. What the hell are they thinking, 273s? So, that's a no-go. We're Riley's got this thing in here, and because he wants to put this motor in here, and as a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to paint this, but that's going to be on another episode all on its own. That is the 67 430 that he bought 2 years ago that we did a video on disassembling. That's back from the machine shop. It just needs painted, and it needs to pull this blown 430 up and out of here and dump that one in. So that's the next video. So I'll see you then. Later.